Greetings and salutations, and welcome to another Dino Brothers podcast. I'm your main man, Joe Buggs, joined as always by my main man, Deuce Deuce. What's going on, brother?
Dude, I cannot believe we lost that game. Like, we were playing so well. JV played amazing.
So the Raptors are coming off a disappointing 114 to 111 loss to the Detroit Pistons. Brandon Jennings had a game high 34 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, going 4 for 8 from 3-point range. Jonas Valanciunas had a career high 31 points, 12 rebounds. And some other Raptors in double digits were Grievous Vasquez with 16 off the bench, T. Ross with 12 points, Amir with 12, James with 12, and Kyle with 10. So it was a heartbreaker. I mean, it came down to the last shot, winning time, and we just didn't pull it off.
Yeah, we started the game out, like, really well. I couldn't believe how well we were playing when the game started. Like, JV was just dominant, couldn't miss. Terrence Ross's first two shots were alley-oop dunks. And we were just hitting everything we took, running up and down the floor. Detroit looked out of sorts, and I honestly thought we were just going to walk away with the game. Um, but I feel like because we were playing so well on the offensive end, it covered up some mistakes we were making. We did turn over the ball quite a bit, and when Detroit tightened up their defense in the second half, we just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, like you said, 32 points in the first quarter. We were just draining our shots, passing the ball, moving it well, getting a lot of points in transition. It was alley-oop city. T. Ross had those two nice alleys. Really, the story was Jonas feeding the paint, getting going early, and just getting a lot of points and really carrying us to the first quarter. But like you said, kind of over the last few games, our defensive effort hasn't been there. And again, today, there was some defensive deficiencies that were exposed, and we didn't get it done. I mean, going into um, the end of the first half, Lou hit a nice big shot. We had a good cushion of about 12 points or so. But right out of the gate in the second half, Detroit made some adjustments, and they were just on fire, nailing their shots. They went on like an 18-4 run at one point in the third quarter, and they clawed back. And after that, it was a close game down the stretch, and they were the better team and put us away.
Yeah, just looking at the box score now, and some things that stand out to me. The Raptors shot 54% on the game, which is pretty damn good. Uh, and Detroit only shot 42.7, which is pretty bad. Um, but we had 18 turnovers, and they only had 8. So they were doing a good job taking care of the ball, whereas we were pretty careless. I know there were a couple stretches in the games where we just went like back-to-back turnovers or turnover and a bad shot. Um, and yeah,
Well, even in the
really
first
stalled
quarter,
us.
right, things were going well. We were, got off to a big lead. We were scoring a ton, but we weren't taking care of the basketball. And there was a few like back-to-back possessions where we just wasted the ball. We just threw it away carelessly. Got caught up in alley-oop city, and we weren't playing smart basketball.
Yeah, I feel like we were playing just a little bit too free and easy, just having a little bit too much fun, not taking it seriously. Um, but I guess you gotta give the Pistons credit. They're playing really well, especially on this last stretch. They certainly didn't look like a team that's um, 10 games under 500. So ever since they traded Josh Smith or waived Josh Smith, they've been playing pretty good basketball.
No, exactly. And I don't think we played terrible, but I mean, if we want to win games, we've got to play better defense. We can't be giving over 110 points every game and, expect to be winning all these games. We really got to tighten up our D. And, the team's played relatively well without DeMar, but it's getting to that time where, we kind of need him back in the lineup, take a little pressure off Lowry and some of the other guys, and hopefully we can cruise to, some easy victories. But, this is a winnable game. It got away from us, but we're just gonna have to step it up over the course of the next week.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that last shot Lowry took. Seems like he just drove in and tried to lay it up and hope for a foul. Obviously didn't get it. But we're at about the halfway point of the season. I feel like it's starting to become kind of like the dog days where like the shine of the new season is worn off and you're still so far away from the playoffs. It's kind of hard for a team to keep focus.
Yep, no, coming into the All Star break, I mean, we got to grind out wins, get as many wins as we can before the All Star break, and get some rest, get everyone healthy back, and then take on that back half of the season. But I don't know, what do you think the main storyline here is? Just maybe LA or the Knicks should take some notes from the Raptors and Pistons and just trade away your ball hog, quote unquote, best player, and maybe good things will happen when you're playing team basketball.
Well, LA is not going to trade away Kobe Bryant, and the Knicks, they just signed Carmelo, so I don't think they're going to. Well, that would be nuts if they traded him, but I don't think it's going to happen. Uh,
Yeah, no, I'm kind of joking, but like obviously from a business point of
exactly.
view, they're not going to trade away their stars. But it is interesting, right?
It's hard to play basketball when one guy's taking all the shots for sure.
Well, that's the thing. Like, do you want to? We know that you need stars to take home the title, but at the same time, sometimes it's better just to have a bunch of role players, middling guys, maybe not the best known guys, if you want to put together a semi decent 500 type record, opposed to just having these stars who are just jacking up crazy shots and not putting the best product on the court necessarily.
It is good to have players who know their role and don't try to step out of it too much. One thing I did like actually from the Raptors game is all the increased Kyle Lowry marketing. I'm actually surprised it took this long, but MLSE is really pushing the Kyle Lowry NBA ballot thing these days.
For sure, which is a good thing to see, MLSC, the team, Toronto media, everyone getting on board. And, you know, Kyle really has established himself. He chose Toronto. We love Kyle. Let's get him into the game.
For sure. Yeah, they got the TV commercial, saw the dance pack with Vote Kyle Lowry posters. Uh,
You saw them walking down the aisle on that one angle with the camera. You could see them all walking down behind the backboard looking fly.
yeah, they always look fly. Um, but yeah, hopefully Kyle. It would be awesome if Kyle Lowry could squeeze in there. He's pretty far behind, but this is a pretty good marketing push from MLSC. I think he could make a difference.
For sure. I mean, there's still a week to go. I know it's tough. We need a lot of votes, but hey, let's keep with it. We've been doing our job. I notice a lot of our listeners, people we follow, just on social media, everyone's giving it their all. We just gotta keep with it and show why we're the best fans.
Yeah,
So next up is Wednesday night, the 76ers at the ACC. What are your thoughts going into that game?
I hope DeMar DeRozan is back.
Yep, so DeMar was projected to come back. Hopefully, he could come in off the bench, get a few minutes, ease him in, and hopefully we can take an easy win to the lowly Sixers. But again, they've been coming on a little bit as of late, so we can't take them lightly. We got to bring the effort on both ends of the court, and hopefully our stars will show up. But one thing I did like to see today was Grievous is playing well, which is
A
good. It's good to
rarity,
see
but
Grievous
it's
going.
good. Yeah, not the usual headache he tends to be.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been playing well this season. He shot 7 for 9 today, which was awesome. And, he's going to have these games where, hopefully he'll steal us a couple and, his game's going to come back together. He's been a good role guy. With Lou coming in, he hasn't been complaining. And, he's going to have his time. He's got the skills. He's just hasn't been hitting his shots over the first half of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully he can keep it up going forward.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. It is Monday night, disappointing loss, but keep cheering on the squad. We're getting there. Wednesday night at home, the Sixers.
Yeah.
Joe Boogie out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Follow us at Dino Bros on IG, at Dino Bros _TO on Twitter.
Yeah. And vote for Kyle Lowry, hashtag NBA ballot. Deuce out.